I was
originally planning to grab a late-night snack, but when I opened the door, there was this strong foot odor. There were so many homeless people, and they could spend the night in an air-conditioned space. I've already called the police. They can't really kick him out, just try to talk to him. After some communication, he laid down and went to sleep. I told them to avoid doing it if possible. Recently, the idea of zero-cost survival has quietly gained popularity on Chinese social media, with the trend of sleeping at McDonald's sparking discussions. One netizen posted that many people were crowding to sleep at the McDonald's on Siping Road in Shanghai. They took off their shoes and laid down, and the strong foot odor affected normal dining. The staff at the restaurant said this has been an ongoing issue with people sleeping here. A video posted showed that there were a lot of seats in the middle of the restaurant, but real customers had to sit in the corners to avoid the people resting. Some people think it's nice that McDonald's allows people to sleep there, but these people shouldn't disturb other diners. Some netizens commented, "I remember there used to be a 24-hour bookstore in Shanghai. After a lot of homeless people started coming in, they closed it down. It's just saving money by not staying at a hotel." The key issue is, why are they homeless? Let's focus on solving their difficulties. What's this really about? It's not about being homeless, it's about not wanting to spend money on a hotel. Some also felt sorry for the business. McDonald's just has no choice. If they kick them out, they come back. What can the restaurant do? It's not just McDonald's. 24-hour gyms have become a new favorite for young people in China to spend the night. You can get a nationwide pass for just 200 yuan a month. Some office workers even use gyms as spots for napping during lunch breaks. Some gyms have even turned into resting rooms, with people lying on the equipment taking naps. Bro, you've been lying here for an hour. This gym doesn't allow sleeping. The world of adults isn't that easy. Look at this guy training at the gym. He's been at it for over 2 hours and still hasn't woken up. According to Chinese media reports, in the past, young people in China would often look for internet cafes or bathhouses to spend the night in order to save money. Although internet cafes were cheap, the loud noise from gaming made it hard to sleep. Bathhouses seemed comfortable, but if there was no private room available, people had to sleep in small cubicles. However, gyms are different. There's no need to fight for a bed. Some young people say, sleeping in the gym gives me an unprecedented sense of security, and a nap in the gym feels even better than sleeping at home. At first, it was office workers who had free time during lunch to visit the gym for a workout. They chose yoga and meditation classes, and many of them ended up falling asleep to the soothing meditation music. Gradually, the gyms became crowded with young people who weren't there to work out, but just to sleep. Moreover, for just 200 yuan for a monthly membership, you don't have to worry about finding a place to stay when you travel to other cities. With nationwide gym chains, one card works anywhere, and you can even take a shower at night. A vlogger who is riding a bike around China shared that he sleeps on the roadside in the suburbs and in gyms in the city. He cycles during the day and uses the gym at night for a shower, charging his devices, and getting some sleep. Bobo, a 35-year-old sales employee from a state-owned enterprise in Beijing, first bought a gym membership at a 5-star hotel across from his company with plans to really work out. However, after just a month, he found it too exhausting, so he started sleeping in the gym's rest area during his breaks. There weren't many people during lunch breaks, so he could nap for an hour. One gym owner said, "We only provide gym facilities, not accommodations. Don't bring luggage to the gym. I run a gym, not a guest house. Yesterday, a member came with luggage and said they wanted to sleep here and set up a makeshift bed. This is not acceptable. Do not imitate him. You can come to the gym anytime, but we do not provide accommodations." Another gym owner shared his experience with a promotion where monthly memberships were only 99 yuan. However, this led to some unexpected situations. As you know, our gym's first month membership was 99 yuan. The idea was to allow people to visit and experience our gym, but low-priced memberships sometimes attract strange situations. Not long ago, a client worked out late every night. Of course, we're open 24 hours, so we don't mind what time they come. But when we woke up in the morning, we found their underwear and clothes hanging around the gym. We thought maybe they were too lazy to change or were just used to it. But then, on the second and third day, it got worse. Their toothpaste and toothbrush were in the gym. And we found that they were actually sleeping there. They only paid 99 yuan, but they had access to a bathroom, shower, and even a stretcher bed. Living in a 300 square meter gym room was quite comfortable. But still, I'd suggest that gyms are for workouts, not for accommodation. However, in Shenzhen, one gym owner has proactively started offering accommodation at their 24-hour gym. A person asked me yesterday if it's possible to sleep in a 24-hour gym. I thought about it seriously, and we actually have 2 small chairs here. If you really don't have anywhere to go, you can sit on these chairs and sleep. If the chairs are too small, you can go to our little room, where there are 2 soft mats. You can lie down and sleep there. After you wake up, you can use the shower room inside. And for just 2 yuan, you can take a shower with a disposable towel. Young people are trying to live a zero-cost lifestyle. Now, it's not just about solving the sleep issue, but also about solving the food issue. Young people, especially those born in the 90s and 2000s, have started going to the market after work to pick up discarded vegetable leaves and fruits, saying it's eco-friendly and fun. But the comment section is full of sarcastic remarks. A vlogger born in the early 2000s posted a video saying that to save money, they started picking up leftover vegetables as a new way to save.
Guess what we're going to do? We are going to pick up leftover vegetables. We forgot our masks today, so it's a bit embarrassing. I'm revived, picking up leftover vegetables at Shanghai market. Look at this beautiful bell pepper. This is our harvest for today. Picking vegetables is trending this year. I remember last year, the trend was 3 vegetables and 1 soup for 10 yuan. What's trending this year? Picking leftover vegetables. The economy is so bad. The key is I really wanted to see if I could get some leftover vegetables at the market. I went with a bag, but the market I went to didn't have any. Did I go to the wrong market? I've arranged to go pick up leftover vegetables again today with a friend, and they told me to wear a mask. I felt a bit embarrassed last time when I went. Don't take all of them. There are so many chili peppers. We can just take this whole basket. We'll take it home and eat it slowly. Whoa, these green onions are so fresh. We picked up so much today. I don't know if I can carry it all back. Look at all these bags.
3个大美女下班的剪菜日常。
3 beautiful girls doing their daily vegetable picking after work. This is my first time picking vegetables and I wasn't very experienced, but I picked this big potato right away. Although it was withered and bad, I still took it. But guess what? I found something amazing. I managed to get a good green onion and a big chili pepper. Whoa, this would cost 2 yuan outside. I also got a sweet potato. Then I found 2 more chili peppers. I'm going to make chili stir-fry pork. I managed to get a leftover tomato, a big green pepper, and even zucchini, a big bell pepper, and a large eggplant. They are all so fresh. They are all discarded, so I picked them off the ground. I didn't steal them from the store, okay? This is what we picked up today. How do you think we did?
今天是剪菜的第5天。
Today marks the 5th day of picking vegetables. Over there, I found a few sweet potatoes. Let's see how they are. Oh, they're a little cracked, but still good. There's an older woman picking up leftover potatoes, and I grabbed a small one and quickly left. From a distance, I saw a bunch of chili peppers. Let's see if these are any good. Ah, this one is okay. I'll take it home. Earlier, I saw an old lady selling purslane. She said this wild vegetable is very good for the body and is in season in the fall. I saw a lot of it by the roadside, so I got some for myself. I'm 35 years old and unemployed, relying on picking vegetables to survive. I went to the local wholesale market as suggested by others. There were a lot of corn husks, but no corn inside. After walking around, I found a lot of fresh bean sprouts. Why would such good bean sprouts be thrown away? It's so strange.
There are many people across Guangdong, Hangzhou, Chengdu, and Guizhou picking vegetables. University graduates, unemployed young people, stay-at-home moms, and others from all walks of life. More and more people are joining the ranks of vegetable pickers. But one vlogger commented on the trend among young people, calling it a form of suffering. Going to the market after work to pick vegetables became a trending topic. Many people say this is thrift, but is it really? Thrift is a choice, but picking discarded food, there's no choice. Imagine the parents of these young people who squat at the market picking leftovers. They worked hard to put their children through school, hoping they would succeed. But now they see their children living by picking scraps. That heartbreak is probably worse than being hungry themselves. And their teachers? They used to teach them that studying hard would lead to a better future. But reality has slapped them in the face. This isn't an individual choice. The fact that it resonates so widely shows what? The economy is declining, incomes are stagnant, and young people are being forced to cut costs just to survive. But why are groceries getting more expensive, yet farmers can't sell at good prices? Is the cheap stock hurting the farmers, while the expensive stock benefits the rich farmers? Every link in the supply chain is marked up, squeezing the profits out, leaving the sweat for the producers and high prices for the consumers. True thrift should optimize circulation, break monopolies, and make resources reach consumers more efficiently, not just shift the burden onto the weakest link. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, China's economy has been struggling, with high unemployment rates among young people, especially the younger generation facing even tougher situations. In July of this year, the official youth unemployment rate for those aged 16 to 24 reached its highest in 11 months. Outsiders suspect the government is hiding data, and under various pressures, the unemployment situation will worsen. A young woman who quit her job at the hospital to become a saleswoman is also facing difficulties.
Is it the overall environment this year or just my bad luck? Our hospital hasn't paid salaries for several months, just giving the basic salary of just over 1,000 yuan, while performance bonuses are delayed. After several months without pay, I resigned. Now I want to switch to sales and earn money, but there are no customers for sales either.
It's not just young workers who feel powerless. New graduates are also caught in the confusion of graduating into unemployment.
I want to ask, how many 2025 graduates still don't have a job? What are you all doing? How do you survive without work? Aren't you anxious? I've been searching for a job, but it's in such a bad state now. I basically sleep all day, get up in the evening, eat a little, and then play on my phone or look at job listings online. But the truth is, the industry is like this. If I can't find anything, I might have to give up my major and look for a regular job, like being in a supermarket cashier or doing some manual work. But once I take that step, going back to my field will be really hard. I won't be able to explain the gap in my resume and many companies won't hire me then. So that's why I've been dragging it out. I feel like I really don't know what else to do. I'm really out of options.
A recent video posted by a vlogger shows a man riding his food delivery electric bike in the rain, breaking down and crying. The caption reads, "Who can understand the frustration of graduating from 4 years of university only to end up delivering food?" In China today, many people rely on loans to pay off their mortgages and cover daily expenses. According to estimates, 25 to 34 million people in China are in arrears on personal loans in 2024. Against this backdrop, online lending has become a popular industry, but high interest rates have driven more Chinese into debt, with many of them being young people. Some young people also find themselves in heavy debt due to business failures. One vlogger born in the 90s shared his own debt story in a video. I'm Ah Chao, 34 years old, in debt over 3 million yuan. Today, I want to talk about how I went from driving a BMW 7 Series to now hesitating over whether I should spend money on a bowl of braised noodles. I started my business at 18, earned my first big money at 21, bought an Audi A6 at 24, and switched to a BMW 7 Series at 27. At my peak, I had 3 companies, 2 restaurants, and over 200 employees. My daily turnover reached 80,000 yuan. Back then, people called me Boss Young. When I went back to my hometown, everyone greeted me, and my father was proud. But when you're arrogant, disaster follows. I blindly invested in some friends. and as a result, I was buried in over 3 million yuan in debt. My credit cards were overdue. My contacts were bombarded with debt collection calls, and even my wife of 10 years left me. The hardest part was, back then, treating people to a meal was no big deal. It cost 1 or 2,000 yuan. Now, I can barely get anyone to join me for a simple lunch. They're afraid I'll ask to borrow money. I've learned 3 things. First, when you're doing well, you have lots of friends. When you're down, no one answers your calls. Second, your parents are the only ones who won't abandon you. Third, a stranger's words of encouragement can warm you more than those from familiar people. Now I'm trying to rebuild, even if it means starting from scratch. Many netizens commented, I'm a millennial too. I started a 300 square meter beauty salon, but the pandemic forced it to shut down. I lost 2 million yuan, but I'm still holding on. Now I've come through. People are using various methods to cut back on consumption, which has led to a noticeable decline in credit card use. As of June 2025, the number of credit and lending cards has decreased by 92 million, with a 40 million drop just in 2024, representing an 11% decline. One of the key factors in this decline is the sharp drop in credit card use among young people. A report from the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences revealed that the usage rate of credit cards among people born in the 90s has fallen by 29 percentage points in the past 5 years. During street interviews, young people gave straightforward reasons. If you're 2 days late on payment, you're fined 1,000 yuan. It's even worse than loan shark rates. Taiwanese scholar Wu Zezhi believes that the social dilemmas arising from youth unemployment are ticking time bombs for Chinese society. Chinese issues expert Yue Shan remarked that the recent youth-led protests in Nepal, which led to the fall of the pro-CCP Nepalese communist government, were driven by dissatisfaction with the social media ban. But the deeper causes were likely accumulated frustration over high unemployment and government corruption. In totalitarian China, public anger has been simmering for years. But due to the CCP's strong internet censorship and years of lying and brainwashing, people have not yet risen in full revolt. They're still focused on how to survive by saving money. But if life becomes unsustainable, they will surely rise up. China's political change will eventually come.